Imagine a single waterway so important that if it closes, even for a few days, the entire global economy panics. Oil prices jump, shipping routes freeze, billions of dollars are lost. And the shocking part? This waterway is only about 120 miles long. This is the story of the canal that changed global trade forever, the Suez Canal. Before this canal existed, ships traveling between Europe and Asia faced a brutal journey. They had to sail all the way around Africa. That route added thousands of miles and weeks of travel. Global trade was slow, expensive, and dangerous. But in the 1800s, a bold idea appeared. What if someone could cut a channel through Egypt, a waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea directly to the Red Sea? Many engineers believed it was impossible. The desert was harsh, the project was enormous. But one man believed it could work, a French diplomat named Ferdinand de Lesseps. In 1859, construction finally began. What followed became one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history. Thousands of workers began digging through the Egyptian desert. The heat was extreme, conditions were brutal. For 10 years, workers carved a giant channel through sand and rock. New machines were brought in. Massive excavation projects pushed the limits of 19th century technology. Finally, in 1869, the canal opened, and overnight, global trade changed. Ships could now travel between Europe and Asia without sailing around Africa. A journey that once took weeks longer suddenly became far shorter. The world had just gained one of the most valuable shortcuts on Earth. But that shortcut would soon become the center of global politics. The Suez Canal quickly became one of the most important trade routes in the world. European powers wanted control. Egypt struggled with debt. Eventually, Britain took control of the canal to protect its trade routes to Asia. For decades, the canal remained under foreign influence. But in 1956, everything changed. Egypt's president, Gamal Abdel Nasser, made a dramatic announcement. Egypt would nationalize the canal. The response was immediate. Britain, France, and Israel launched a military operation. The world suddenly faced a dangerous international crisis. This conflict became known as the Suez Crisis, and it showed something important. This canal was not just about shipping, it was about power. Today, the Suez Canal is one of the most busiest waterways on Earth. About 12% of global trade passes through it. Every day, massive container ships move through the canal. Oil tankers transport energy supplies. Cargo vessels carry goods between continents. Europe, Asia, and the Middle East all depend on this route. Without it, ships would again need to sail around the southern tip of Africa. That would add thousands of miles to every journey. Shipping would take longer, costs would rise, and global prices would increase. But in 2021, the world saw just how fragile this system really is. In March 2021, a giant container ship called Evergreen became stuck sideways inside the canal. One ship blocked the entire waterway. Hundreds of vessels were trapped behind it. Cargo ships carrying goods from around the world suddenly stopped moving. Each hour of delay cost millions of dollars. Global supply chains were disrupted. It took nearly a week to free the ship, but the incident revealed something shocking. One narrow canal had the power to disrupt the entire global economy. Today, the Suez Canal remains one of the most strategic waterways on Earth. It connects continents, it drives global trade, and it influences international politics. From a bold engineering dream in the 1800s to a vital artery of modern shipping, this narrow canal continues to shape the world economy. Because sometimes the most powerful places on Earth are not giant countries, but small passages the entire world depends on.
Discover the stories that shaped our world. Subscribe to The Past Frontier for more global history.